Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not—
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for— Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the 7. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing, or... But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
Come a little closer. Blitz. My.
A touch of frost, from whence you came!
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy. Let's spark things up a little.
Huh? What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, it seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me— Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's lair? Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world. The entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls. It should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility. If slaying him is our only choice,
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean—
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you... You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off? She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger!
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon! No pressure!
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
Blitz. Yep.
One with my blade. Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy. Hip, ha, yeah, hit.
Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
Come a little closer.
Dodge this. Ah!
Blitz. Try not to enjoy this too much. Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Can't breathe.
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have, I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier.
Do more.
Enemy attack! Prepare!
The stage will need to be cleared.
Before I can begin my...
Cool it. Freeze. Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. From whence you came, swift and merciful.
Don't be such a brute. Urine. Come a little closer.
I have some for you, too!
One with my blade. Spirit blade.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Hit. Yep. Come a little closer.
hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high... It puts a heavy burden on their
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened! You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's Watch yourselves. Let's move.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point.
I taste blood. Oh, Lupical! My Lupical.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
I suppose we could make use of that.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master D-Luke do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Fascinating.
Don't push your luck. Time to fight back, I suppose.
Urine. Come a little closer.
These things useful?
Look, a wind current! It might lead us to the top of the tower.
These things useful? Smell of treasure. Strange.
Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins...
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have it.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light action. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it.
We should be close to completing the Let's put the last part back and see.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do.
I taste blood. frozen in time. I taste blood.
From whence you came!
Blitz.
A touch of frost!
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle!
Forth, my blade! Spirit Blade! Attack!
Try not to enjoy this too much. Come a little closer. You've been enough.
Swift and merciful! Dodge this!
Don't be such such a brute. You've been a naughty boy.
Get back!
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
You're in for a little shock.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken. It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master D-Luke accompanied us to the very end. Despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that She really is a Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king. And its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that, and no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands, just like the last time, I shall channel.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. Extract and condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Would it glide any faster? Yeah, now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step. Brace yourselves. Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. The tainted blood clot on his neck.
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returned.
Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your hero. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. You're right, actually. Peace is hard won, and we shouldn't. And this time, you're the one we should all be grateful to.
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time?
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of—
Aftermath? Here? What?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the— Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out—
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now. Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not— Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like— Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind—
They've taken over the Hilly Churls! Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry?
You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this—
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate— Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Ta-da! Barbara's here. Ta-da! Barbara's here.
I didn't know you were such a slack.
I wonder when I'll... wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
La da 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 da. La da 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 da. A dance from Barb. I wonder when I'll...
Freeze! Ha!
Here we go. This is crisis. Adventurers, roll up, youngsters. Join the adventurers. What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved. Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Haven't you heard?
Long live the heroes! Thank you. It's finally... Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. I cannot imagine a world without wine. I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the four winds. We never should. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the dragon. For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, but your wit as well. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me,
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair, just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the except for me, of course. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the...
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain... There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call... Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please. It's been getting quite busy recently.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange monster expedition at the Adventurers Guild.
What's the hurry?
Traveler, I've been looking for you everywhere. How's that wind glider I gave you last time? Seems like it's really growing on you. But then again, you don't have a gliding
license?
Isn't it obvious? You gotta have a...
Oh, but we've been gliding for ages now.
Yeah, you've been gliding all over the place.
So, you came looking for us because you want to give up?
No way! The Knights of Favonius have strict rules. You need to pass an exam, and only then will the Knights issue your... Today, I'm here as an examiner to oversee your... I gave you your wind glider, so this is my responsibility. At least that's what...
An exam? What a pain in the butt. Then again, since Amber is the...
No with a capital N-O. Do not... I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that Storm Terror attacked, so I'm sure you'll have no problem. But we do need to respect the rules and glide properly. Here, take this gliding manual. No need to memorize it. Just be familiar with everything in there. For example, only 1 person per wing glider. No carrying anything over the set weight limit. No taking off using an animo slime, and so on and so forth. Anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when...
Wow, that's a big old book! Paimon thinks we best get...
Great, come find me when you're done. I'll be at Windrise.
The Knights of Favonius gliding manual does not...
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land, birds that yearned for the sky had wings, but no way to fly. They asked the animal god, "How can we reach the heavens?" To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find that which is most important." As the god spoke, the wind thrust the seeds of a dandelion high into the sky. The birds thrust out their wings, but the breeze was all too mild, leaving them to stumble across the earth. So they went to the gorge, where the wind showed off its wild and incomparable strength. They threw themselves off the cliff and flapped their wings amongst the howling winds until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the animal god they went to gleefully say, "We understand now. All we needed was a stronger wind to fly." In reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world."
That's a cool story. But is the Knight's gliding manual really written in that style? Huh. Anyway...
Folk songs here, all so fine.
Catch the wind.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.